Hey everyone, welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Coming up here in just a bit, we have a link to the past no major glitches hundo. It's League Season 11, and this is the Tower of Hera bracket. Racing is Dao versus Chex, and our commentators tonight are Twin and Sean. I'll hand it over to you guys. Good luck, have fun.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I am secretly a sliver, but Sean to my friends, and joining me here in the booth is Twin. What's going on, Twin?
Not much. Just cracking open another drink, ready for this race.
Yep, I am ready to melt into my chair for the next hour and 40 odd minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I have a cup of tea and a warm blanket on, so fantastic.
Cozy.
Let's watch some hundo.
Yeah. So I'm not real what's the word I'm looking for? Informed about this season of League. I know it just started, but have these two raced anybody else yet?
So this is the first week of the bracket matches. We have, I believe, 3 different divisions. I think it's Eastern Palace, Desert Palace, Tower of Hera. This is the highest division, Tower of Hera. Chex and Dao are both very good at this game. Both have 124 PBs. I believe Dao's PB is a 124.01 in any percent. I'm not sure what Chex's is, and it looks like they have pretty similar hundo PBs also. Dao with a 145.18, Chex with a 145.07. So should be a pretty close race.
Yeah. So there's a couple of things that are going to be a little bit different in Escape. The biggest one being is we're not going to be picking up the boomerang, which you don't realize how much you use the boomerang until you don't have the boomerang to use.
Yeah, so I definitely miss the boomerang in this category, and others that leave it behind as well. So yeah, boomerang is really nice for it's faster than slashing a sword, and it stuns the enemies, so you only ever have to do it once. But it is technically slower to do escape with the boomerang, as long as you get the correct RNGs and you don't just get locked in every single room. So hopefully we will get some quick escape times.
Yeah, so 100% it's all inventory items. We're not, and all heart pieces, but we're not getting all of the, like, the bomb upgrades or the arrow upgrades, correct?
Correct. So anything that's in the start menu in the inventory must be upgraded to its max. And we have to have all 20 hearts and the mirror shields. I guess that's on the start menu. But yeah, we don't need ammo. We don't need maps or compasses or unneeded big keys or small keys.
Okay.
So yeah, basically anything that you can see on that start menu is what we need.
Okay, and if there's like a middle ground, we don't have to collect the middle ground item, right? Like blue mail or the red shield. We don't have to have those. We just have to have the final form of those items, correct?
That is indeed correct. We just have to have the maximum upgrade. We don't need any intermediate upgrades. So we already saw a bit of a divergence in strats. Chex going with more of an any percent strat there, kind of charging the guard against the far wall, where Dao linked his sword against the door to try and get the guard to come to him. And Chex posting that, yeah, he did the wrong strat on accident, which I figured, but didn't want to speculate out loud.
it is kind of interesting to see the little changes that happen in certain rooms because of not having like the boomerang, for instance. Just like I never would have thought of changing the strat in the boomerang guard room, but once you see it done and why, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and like changing strats is really important in this category for me specifically because it reminds me that it reminds me which category I'm playing, because there are some places like for instance in Castle Tower, the Circle of Pots room, that if you do the any percent strat, you're just kind of screwing yourself because the room doesn't really work because you're missing something, or you have extra things that will make it faster. So I like to do the hundo strats whenever possible, if nothing else, just to remind me which category I'm playing.
Gotcha. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So without the boomerang, the back of escape is a little bit more, not scary, but like it might, some of the rooms might be a little bit
yeah,
like, I'd say more difficult, but
yeah, there is some tech that I hope we get to see, especially here in this room, in the snake room. But okay, we didn't get the RNG for it. But so there's a way that you can strategically use a damage boost off of if there's a snake on the bottom level. You can kind of damage boost off of it, so that it boosts you forward, and then it gives you iframes to get through the rest of the room, and that's a really nice fast strat. And you can also do that in any percent, but you're kind of actively looking for it here because you don't really have a good option to get rid of them.
Gotcha. So let's take a second. Dao, I'm gonna say, has not been playing a whole lot of Link to the Past recently, whereas Chex plays it nearly every day. Do you think that just familiarity with and comfortableness, that's not the word I'm looking for, but with moving the elf, do you think that's going to be an advantage for Chex, or do you think in this category it doesn't matter quite as much?
Well, execution matters a lot in this category, and yes, Dao hasn't been playing that much, but he's played enough that that felt comfortable joining League, right? And I think he played a little bit starting about a month and a half ago. So whenever some people, whenever they take a break from a game, they can just like pick it up later on, and it'll be fine. That said, they both got like basically the exact same escape time according to their timers, so we'll see what happens after we get the boots.
Yeah, so Eastern doesn't change. The dungeon itself, there's just no difference between this category and the any percent no major glitches category. But
so there's a slight difference for if you don't get the Sahasrara rupees in any percent, you're looking to get some drops here.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
So in this category, after we get the boots, we need to get bombs from the back of Saha's hut. So like we just get the rupees there, and so we don't have to worry about tree pulls. We just get the 100 rupees there, and then we just need 10 for the rest of until we get to pod. So you won't see them like like be as aggressive toward the rupee drop enemies.
Okay.
And it's very subtle. You probably wouldn't notice it if I hadn't said anything, or if you're not as familiar with the run.
Yeah, that is me. I'm definitely not super familiar with this run. So, like where you pick up all the different little heart pieces and everything else that comes along with everything. I know that changes routing a little bit, but yeah, I'm not super familiar with it. So you will probably have to correct me a lot.
Oh, you can be the voice of the audience then. And I will answer any and all questions. I'm also not incredibly familiar with this route, but I have played, I don't know, about 15, 16 runs or so.
Okay. Basically, all I know is that we do the dungeons, the last, not the last 3 dungeons. We do Mire and Swamp in different orders. Than
yes.
regular, any percent.
Yeah, so Swamp gets delayed until the 6th crystal, because after Swamp we want to get our max sword and silver arrow upgrades. And Swamp is just the closest dungeon to the pyramid, and the hookshot is not really that important in any other split, as far as like movement tech and stuff. The time to go and get it is, or the time to get it earlier is not really worth it. Like it's
Gotcha.
more worth it to just be in the neighborhood for the pyramid.
These 2 runners are putting on like it's like a tutorial for the back here of Eastern. Like after they picked up the bow, you've got the 4 skeletons that drop down. Anyway, the top 2 heads, Chex is barely moved, and Dao's like didn't even leave the skeleton's shoulders. So like beautiful movement there. They had great anti-fairy rooms. Exactly. Just do what these guys do, and like the game is free. Totally easy, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so like you said, from here we're gonna go get the boots, and then we are going to get the money and bombs from the back of Saha's little hut. I'm assuming the bombs are for getting heart pieces, like in the well and Blind's hut, I'm assuming.
So we're not gonna get those till later.
Oh, that's
the
right.
bombs,
Okay.
The bombs are for Agina's cave after Desert Palace.
Okay. I had like rando brain thinking, oh, hey, you know, we're gonna go to CAC and get everything there, but that's not the way it goes.
Yeah, so Pop's saying in chat there's also a bomb jump that we do in the Hera split, that is optional, but like there's no way for us to get a single bomb. We just get these 3, so we just kind of use them wherever we can.
Gotcha.
And there's actually a really neat way that they're gonna use the bombs while they're in Hera. We'll save that for
when we get there.
7 minutes from now.
Okay, so is there... So there's 1 heart piece picked up here? Is that right?
Oh yeah, there's 1 heart piece on Desert Ledge that we pick up right before going back for Landmola's, and then right after the dungeon you hop down and you go into Agina's cave to get that one.
Okay. Yeah, my stream froze for a second.
Oh, it's all good.
Looks like we're back.
Yeah, Dao missed the returning spin speed, but it was only so Chex could catch up.
Gotta keep it close.
Well, I say catch up. They're desynced by about 3 seconds, but who's counting? Alright. Say a prayer, go into the dungeon.
And do a lot of dashing.
A lot of dashing.
That's what desert is.
Yeah. So the only difference here is going to be taking that trip to get the heart piece before Landmo. And you would think in 100% category that we would maybe get rid of one of those pain points from any percent, which was bow Landmo. No, sorry, you still gotta do bow Landmo.
Dao, I don't know how he got hit there, but that Beamos was like, nope.
Yeah, so I think he was trying to pump to the optimal spot, and instead of pumping, he missed the button. So he just went in the wrong direction and aggroed the Beamos.
Gotcha. And I have to say, I actually don't mind bow Landmo. Don't hate me. It's
definitely a fun thing. It's just it's also a big pain point for when runners are starting out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Question from chat: does the rupee count make a routing difference? It won't really. So it looks like Dao could have picked up 5 rupees in the Circle of Pots room, but he's gonna hold out, try and get another drop from somewhere.
Oh, that's right, because we don't pick up the rupees from Circle of Pots.
Right. So you actually need 110 going into Mega Tower, but
Chex.
there is
Chex.
Chex, please. There is a 5-drop that you can get inside of Mega Tower. It's not ideal. You don't really ever want to have to go for it, but you know.
We also have the hope of a drop from these popos here in the back.
That is true. The popos do drop rupees, so let's hope that they're in decent spots. Oh,
yes.
Nice. All right, we got our money. I think Check picked up a 20 drop from somewhere.
Yeah, he got a 20 drop from somewhere, and then he got the 5 drop going through the door as well, just like Dao did.
Yep. So Chex is rich,
and Dao has enough.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see these Landmo skills. It's interesting. Dao started like way further to the left than I do.
Okay. Oh, short hop and worm. Nice.
Alright.
We're still synced. This is good.
Gwen, do you know why they both menued to the bombs right there?
For Agina's Cave. It's a free menu that you can get here in Desert. In the any percent no major glitches category, you can menu to Boomerang for free, and it helps sometimes with the little pickle guys. But here we wanted it for bombs to get this heart piece.
Yeah, so while the pendant is falling, the game does allow you to bring up the menu, and then the pendant will still fall while the menu is on the screen. So it doesn't cost any time to menu there.
They both got the dashes?
Let's go.
Okay, so we've got the heart piece for Magina. Does anything else change in this category? Or in this segment?
So after the fake flippers, we're gonna take a little trip over to the Bonk Rocks.
Okay.
Get that art piece. And then we will go get the mirror, climb Death Mountain, and then we will get the cave heart piece, and then hopefully not have to climb all the way back up, but sometimes do.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no, Dao!
Oh, take Dao.
Well, so the good thing here is, as long as he makes it in this whirlpool, he is going to be getting a refill after climbing Death Mountain. So
yeah, but he's got to make sure that he doesn't die.
Just need to dodge some cabbages.
That is one thing that I do have to say is it's very satisfying to my brain. It like scratches that little itch that you didn't even know was there. With the heart piece collections, there's a lot of times that they will do damage to make things faster because they know they're getting a refill with the next heart piece collection. So the one I'm thinking of is just before Mire, where they get a heart refill in the Mire shed.
Yeah, and that allows us to put Spike Cave in the optimal spot because we know we're gonna damage down and a lot in Spike Cave, but we're going to get it all back pretty much right away.
It's just one of those little things that just... Yeah, I'm really worried about Dao. So if
Boulder
Dao...
pattern looks good.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay.
And we're through.
Oh, Chex is struggling with... Okay, Chex, please don't die either. Okay.
Chex has a bit more of a buffer than Dao did. Oh no! Jumped off the thing. So that is unfortunately
right.
That's unfortunately a risk. There is a safe thing you can do there by taking your super speed, rubbing up against the rock there, and then just going straight down.
Okay, so Chex is doing this bomb jump.
Yeah, that was a really early bomb placement.
I think Dao just learned it from Doom Tap just before stream too, so beautifully done by both of them. Really nice.
So that's relatively new tech, I would say. That was discovered like a year or two ago. That
Dao, you got to be lower. you got to get the heart piece.
The heart piece. Get the heart piece. All right, well,
somebody go yell at Dao.
I'll just have to get it afterwards. It's a bit of a time loss, but it's not unrecoverable.
Okay.
He will have to skip this split, though. Get it with Ether. That is possible. I'm not sure if you want it for a heart refill later. So Chex dumped his bomb somewhere. Dao was holding on to his, so I guess they're gonna make a liar out of me, and neither of them is gonna use the tech. So normally you'll be on one bomb here, and then you use your last bomb on the crystal switch, and then that gives you a free menu to lamp, and then you get to just stand on the flaps and take like a 40-second break.
And you get a nice little drink break. I don't care what anybody says. This is like the worst split in no major glitches categories. Like all of them.
Yeah, this is.
Sorry, just gonna say it.
This is still one of the worst splits in this category for sure. Even though you're on an extra heart and you get the free refill, it's still like.
There's just something. Yeah, there's just something about the split that just makes it like nails on a chalkboard. It's the worst split. Okay, I was mildly concerned that Dao was gonna mirror there, but we're okay.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think we need the heart piece there just yet. Just as long as you remember to get it before Meyer, should be fine.
Dang it.
No.
I hate Moldorm. I hate him.
Yeah, there wasn't really anything Dow could do about that.
Except for walk off instead of jumping off, but no.
Oh, even then, he might have
still got hit. Yeah,
still gotten launched off.
Just the worst.
Oh boy!
Oh my gosh!
Chex killed the worm, and he will head down toward the pedestal.
Okay, so we're not doing tree pulls.
Nope, just run straight to the pedestal.
Okay, and then on the way back, we stop and get the mushroom and the thieves' hideout heart piece. Okay.
And those are the only two things that are different.
Okay, Dao made it through.
Looks like Chex is also pretty significantly in the green. He's gaming.
Is that allowed in a race?
Well, there are two very RNG heavy parts of this run that still have the ability to say no to being in the green.
Okay. Chex is saying his timer started 3 seconds late.
Oh, so we are synced. Okay. Chex just started his timer late.
For those of you who maybe don't know, we get the mushroom
Oh no.
on the way back through after the Master Sword because the mushroom respawns. Yeah, we got hit by a bomb.
Yeah, that would actually just be a reset in any percent, but because it would mess up your tree rupees. But here it's just kind of a minor annoyance.
Yeah.
Which means that Dao will probably try to farm a heart on the way into Agate Tower. You don't have to reset if you get hit for tree pulls, but you lose like I think it's 10.5 seconds.
Yeah, it's a significant loss. Especially depending on where you get hit.
X is running into mosaic transitions with his sword out. You don't care about no lag frames.
It's all a conspiracy.
Right, lag frames don't exist, they can't hurt you.
Exactly. I have to say, I have adopted the dash further right on that screen going into the castle before you dash up, and I love that strat. It's so comfy and cozy and just so much easier.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It just takes the bonk chance out. Like even if you stop short, you can still take the 50-50 shot that you'll win the RNG battle.
Oh no, Dao!
No. Oh, Dao.
Okay.
Okay,
We're fine.
No reason to farm hearts now.
Nope. Technically, we don't really have to worry about saving the fairy like we would in any percent. Just because we'll have the powder.
We actually do.
We do?
Yeah, sword beams makes chain chomps about a second
Oh,
change faster.
Okay. Well, if you want to be try hard about it, okay. I don't know how to do chain chomps. Oh my goodness.
Alright,
with beams. So. Okay.
Oh no. Yeah, so for the gate dash, you either have to be hugging the left side of the gate, or you have to be on the far side of the hearts on the path. If you're anywhere in between those, it's a die roll whether those guards hit you or not.
Yeah, I usually end up nudging when I was doing it on the left. And you know, you run the risk of bonking if you're not far enough right, or yeah, or being too far right. Oh, Dao is strugglies.
Okay. No, this is low-key one of the hardest dungeons in this game. Like there are just so many things that can go wrong that all like have like a second or more of time loss.
And once you get thrown off your groove by getting hit once or twice, it can really mess with you mentally. And so trying to get to that part where you can reset yourself and move past it, it can be really difficult.
Blue ball guesses, go.
Oh, yeah. Exactly, Pops. And it's just a little bit different without the boom, and so that throws you off a little bit too. Okay, you watch Chex, and I will count down.
Okay, I don't think Chex has gotten one yet. I think it's 2 red balls. Alright, there you go, Scotland. On time.
I got my fingies ready.
Alright, well, Aga was a bro. Only gave Chex 2.
Dow's already got 2.
Yep. Oh, no.
Aga, don't, please.
3 for 3. Alright, so there's only one thing that you do differently in Pod, and that is get the Pyramid Ledge Heart piece, and it is really, really easy to just run right past it. So hopefully they both remember to get it. This one's kind of a pain to go back for, rather than the other one that I already missed.
I think if you missed this one, the only time to get it would be when you're heading to Catfish, right?
Yep.
Okay, I think Chex or Dow had 4. Unless I missed one, which is possible.
I think you're right. I think it's 2 and 4. Here's our greedy monkey. Pay him off.
Mobster.
Open the door.
Alright, Chex gets a high hop. It's a big hop.
Big hop. I think we do have Helpless Sword.
Alright, both runners remembering to get that heart piece, so very nice.
So, Kiki's hops are based on the same RNG seed that everything else is based on, but we can't really tell anything from it. It's just a fun thing to watch for on an
And it doesn't,
otherwise kind of mundane split.
like, it doesn't lose any time or anything.
Nope.
What versus like small hop versus big hop, so it's just something fun to watch while you're waiting for the cutscene.
Medium hop. Okay, well we didn't get any tiny hops. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Dao still has that extra bomb from the Hera split, so he gets to skip one of the slowest bombs in the game. Or in this dungeon, I mean. The one in the Helmosaur room there costs about 40 frames, I want to say.
Oh, and Chex is a double bridge bomber.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We're fine.
Mildly. Yeah, I'm like, I knew that wasn't quite right.
Yeah, the two-pot hammer jump seems to be the preferred method of the hammer jump, mostly because if you don't get both bombs under those pots, then you kind of have to go out of your way to pick one up in Thieves Town, and it's really, really slow. So if you can pull off the quicker bomb jump with the lesser amount of time, then it definitely speeds up the next split as well. X no.
Through hammer jump on both sides. We're good.
Yeah, I think Chex would rather we deleted the last two rooms from our memory.
Well, I was watching the hammer jump, so I didn't see what happened. But it sounded like he had fun in Mimics, which is all that matters, because, you know, like, we play video games for fun, right?
Yeah, so we danced around a little bit in Mimics, and then just kind of completely missed the switch and spike room. Seems to have regrouped since then. Helmosaur King is a jerk, but blew one of the fireballs off screen, so that's always a good time. And there we go.
Alright, one Dark World crystal down.
Let's see if Dao's Helma is a little more friendly. Nope, still a jerk. We got the same fireball RNG. That's cool.
Yeah. Not quite exactly the same. They did explode in a different pattern, but you know, we had one off screen, and that's what really matters. Okay.
Didn't dodge the first lottery there. There's a second Ropa that can lottery you also. That would be this one right here.
Nope. Missed
That was
him.
close. So this is our first huge deviation. We're gonna get a bunch of heart pieces and some other items here in this split. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go into this cave here. We're not gonna get much. We're just gonna talk to this guy. He's gonna give us a bunch of money. We need that money to play the digging game. Hopefully only once, but this game tends to not want to give up the goods at times. And of course, since Chex's splits are currently green, the game has to catch up somehow.
Oh yeah, for sure. The game knows when there's green splits.
Yeah,
and it hates them.
So this is going to look way different than 80%. So normally you want to go nearer to the flute hole, but here Chex is going to dig. Well, hopefully only one dig, but yeah, dig the flute into the mirror portal, and then now you don't have to wait for the flute boy to finish his song and disappear. You just go back to the dark world and go on your way.
Ooh, that is nice.
Yeah, because we want to be in the dark world here for this heart piece. It's called in the community. It's called K45. I don't know what it's called in the actual game. We call it K45 because somebody made an online map of all of the overworld locations, and they assigned that one number 45.
So there's a question in chat why we don't use bombs on Helmasaur, and it's because the bomb route's really tight. And using bombs on Helma means we have to pick bombs up somewhere else, and menuing, and yeah.
Yeah, so it's mostly because menuing to bombs is slow, and then you would have to menu back to hammer for the rest of the hits. So like it's not worth the 2 seconds that would take versus just staying on hammer. And bomb strats aren't. I don't think they're faster on slow ROM just because of the extra lag from the extra thing on the screen. It takes 5 bombs to blow up his mask, but the optimal thing is to use 2 bombs and then hammer down the rest. Alright, so this is the digging game. You have to dig 24 times, and then on the 25th dig onwards, there's a 1 out of 32 chance for the heart piece to spawn. Normally you can get it like 2 to 3 dig games, but I mean, can theoretically just go on forever. So this is one of the heavy RNG points of the run, and you see Chex is already resetting to go for his 3rd attempt. Now just ran out on his 1st attempt.
We also do want to keep an eye on money here, because we also have to do the chest game. We have to buy flippers, and we have to have enough money left over from all of that to still buy the big bomb. Now there are places to get more money, but yeah.
We also need
bottle vendor
to temper our sword, and 100 for the bottle vendor.
Yeah, so there's a lot of money spent in the next couple of splits, and unfortunately these dig games and the chest games Oh,
so
Dao.
Dao's gonna grab his.
That was his second dig game, and Chex is on 4. What's the league record right now on races?
For dig games,
Or
I think
dig
it's
game.
5.
5? Okay. Because I
But
think
there were a few races. There were a few afternoon races that I was not able to watch, so that could have changed since last night.
Okay. But I think there's a quote unquote contest to see who gets the most.
There we go.
Okay.
So the more important contest is for chess game. I believe
Okay.
Foxlisk and PH will donate in the amount of however many chess games are the greatest. Like whoever has the most chess games, they get that many dollars donated to the charity of their choice. So if, for instance, you have the luck of one runner that I watch that runs Hundo, she got 71 chess games one day.
Holy
So
moly.
if you get that kind of luck in a race, fret not, because you may lose the race, but your charity gets a nice big donation.
Ugh. So, just while we're waiting for flute cutscene on Dao's side and Chex just following along in his footsteps, if you want to help support the charities that these winners choose, you can also sign up to donate. No pressure. You can just donate to the chest game one if you want to, or whatever. I know that those charities would really appreciate it. But no pressure. PH and Fox seem very happy doing it.
So Dao maybe a little lower on rupees than he would like to be. Chex is going to be in the same position. May not want to pull the trigger on any backup strats until after you see how many chess games you get, though, because there is a chance for both 50 and 100 rupee drops in the chess game.
Mm-hmm. But ideally, how many rupees are we looking for minimum coming out of chess game?
I usually shoot for about 300.
Okay.
Or 310, because
Okay.
after Thieves Town you'll get Sea House, which is 300, and you need 610 until for the rest of the game.
Okay.
And the easiest backup, these 3 chests right here in Cackwell, all have red rupees, and Dao will get them.
Okay.
So those are easy to get because you walk right past them, but they do cost 2 seconds per chest opening. So obviously you don't want to like optimally you don't want to have to get them, but sometimes the game does silly things.
Okay, so Dao will be going to chest game, is that correct?
Yeah, so once we have the Blind's Hut and Cackwell heart pieces, then we put on our RNG hats again. I believe this is also a 1 out of 8, but you can only ever get it on the second chest opening because of a bug in JP 1.0 programming.
Okay, I don't think Dao is going to need to worry about money now.
Yeah, and that's why some people, like in PB attempts, will try to hold off on getting the the Kakwo rupees, but I guess we're trying for best case scenario here. Oh, first chess game. Let's go.
Nice.
Another lead change.
Dude.
Dao just reset his. What is that? Is this number 5 or did he just reset number 5?
I don't know. I lost track. I swear I was counting and then I got distracted.
Well, we'll pretend that was number 5 and call this 6. We can check the instant replay later.
Come on, game. So, best case scenario, how much money do you need to skip Sea House?
Was it 610?
610.
Yeah,
Numbers
if you have any
don't
less,
stick in my head.
if you have any less than that, there's not really any backups that make sense to do.
Okay.
I guess technically
There it
you could
is.
get away with 590. Because then you could get the 20 from Myershed instead of going into Sea House and going out of Sea House, which could be a little faster. Chex is actually going to be a few short. It's going to be at 583 after Sea House, so he'll probably pick those up in Swamp.
Swamp has a lot of money.
Yeah, it's kind of slow to get it, but yeah, when you need more than 20 rupees, Swamp is basically the best place. So Yurok has chimed in chat. He is a very, very good 100% runner. He says his threshold for skipping Sea House is 545. So I trust that assessment. Most of the money that you get in Swamp is underneath pots. So on the way to the big key, there's one pot that you drop down into, and then there's a big line of 5 or 6 that also all have 5 rupees underneath.
But like Waterfall chest has a 20, I think. If you're really desperate. Ooh, nice Hellway.
Yeah, I missed the first half of Chex's Thieves Town because I was trying to count chess games. I'm not.
He got a little hung up in Hellway, but you know it's been pretty clean so far. Other than that,
The only thing I'm sure about for Dao's chess game count is it was not more than the current record, which I believe is 16.
okay. Oh, Dao is down to 3 hearts.
Yeah, but it does have magic powder.
But don't we want to catch one of those fairies for Spike Cave backup?
Yes, but there's bunny beams underneath these pots in the cell room, so I think he's gonna grab a fairy here.
Or not? Oh, no, okay. Okay. We'll be fine, right?
Yeah, it looks fine. I mean, Blind is a scripted fight, so there's no way that anything could ever possibly go wrong in that fight.
Kudos to Dao for realizing that he had 30 arrows and didn't pick up that pot.
I 100% would have forgotten and just picked up the pot.
Same. 100% would have picked up that pot. In fact, I think in any rando that I play, I still do that.
Oh yeah.
Like, I will pick up that pot through that room just from muscle memory alone.
Yeah, and I don't want to like lose that muscle memory, right? Like I don't want to like accidentally skip those arrows and then I run into mire with only like 6. All right, so as Dao enters the crystal cutscene here, we'll see Chex doing some chores. There's a very good reason why we do things the way we do in this split. So basically, you do the hammer pegs first, and then you warp here to take the smith home. Now in regular, they changed how the smith works for rando, but in vanilla, you have to, after you drop your sword off, you have to transition the screen at least once before coming back and getting your tempered sword. And because that's required, what we're going to do here is warp back, grab this purple chest, and then we're going to walk to the other side of that hammer peg, drop down, get half magic, and then that counts as our screen transition. So once we come out of here, then we can just go pick up our swords, and then we can flute to the drop-off spot. Oh, we got a side powder. Nice.
Yeah, fun little fact. You don't actually have to powder that. You have to be close to it. You have to be touching the pedestal, but you can be facing away from it and powder it, and the bat will still come out and give you that half magic. Shoutouts to Spleeby for showing me that one.
Well, he doesn't give you half magic. He curses you so that now your magic power drops at half of the usual speed.
Yeah. I don't know. That one always confused me as a kid.
Yeah, so I think it's an attempt at a pun. And I don't remember if that was the English translation team or if it exists in Japanese.
Okay, Check's playing it safe and didn't flute until after he'd picked up the bottle.
Yeah, so you can start the flute and start the animation in like the moment before you talk to the NPC, but it does come with a bit of risk, because at a certain point your ability to talk to NPCs is canceled by the flute, so it is a pretty tight window to do that. That's one of those things that like you'll see people do in PB attempts, but I don't think we're going to see it during races. Or you can do it out of the option text box. That's cool. That wall master got a little closer to Chex than I would have liked. Yeah, so Chex attempted to catch the fairy at the top of the big key room there, and that's just for a little bit of safety for Spike Cave. Is a couple of splits away, but we still want We still want some stuff. There will be at least one more opportunity for to pick up a ferry in Ice Palace.
That one is a scam. You're out. Because I swear, while you're trying to get it, either the Moldorm will get you, or the hand will come down and grab you.
Yeah, and that's kind of a tight window to get it before it starts moving as well.
Chex is hungry tonight. He just keeps eating his fairies.
Oh, very nice. Zero Spike Moth there by Chex.
Oh, very nice. Clap, 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 clap.
Okay, so no fairy attempts coming in Ice Palace. But there is that circle of bushes right after the warp to Dark Death Mountain. So we'll attempt to farm that, but even if he doesn't get the fairy or he accidentally eats a fourth one, then just gonna have to go in with no safeties.
Okay, so Dao still needs to get the heart piece on top of Speck Rock, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if somebody wants to hop into Dao's chat and yell at him for that. It is completely legal to do so. I mean, these racers, I think obviously Chex is watching Restream, and so it's not rando, so we don't really care if you're watching. We just want to make sure people get their 100%. Okay.
Dao got a hit robbed and pre-menued to the mirror, so couldn't default to Fire Rod back up. Just had to wait for her to decide to get off the spikes.
You can, if you're brave enough, you can try doing dash pokes while she's up there, but I don't know. I think a lot of it depends on which way the conveyor's going and spike situations
spike layout for sure. Nice quick fish there by Chex. It was probably on the furthest pixel left that he could have gone, because that was really close to not working.
Okay, next easily missed heart piece that is really punishing.
Oh yeah,
is this one here.
Yeah, this one, if you miss it, you just have to go right back for it, because there's no good time to come back here.
So Chex, don't forget the heart piece on the ledge.
You either, Dao.
Dao. When you get there, I'll remind you, Dao. I don't know if he's listening, but... Oh yeah, Zora's eyes goes wibbly wobbly. If you don't know that, watch when Dao gets here. Zora's eyes wibble wobble back and forth while he's talking to you and spitting out the flippers, and it's hilarious. I don't know why they did it that way, but it makes me laugh and smile every time I see it.
Yeah, so there's a comment in chat about running on water. It may look like Chex is running on the deep water in certain places, but that is just a product of attempting to make circles using squares. So the boundaries of those shallow water portions are not exactly how they show on the screen. You can go a little bit further into the deep water than it looks like you can.
And if you really want to add confusingness to that screen, do it in glitch categories where the pixels are all messed up. Because then it's even worse.
I think that makes it easier though, because it like your paths are clearly marked, because those actually are just stacks of square pixels, and it's not attempting to be rounded like in the regular game.
Okay, wibble wobble. Watch it. It's funny.
They do indeed go wibble wobble.
Chex almost got hit by that Pengator though. Okay, Dow, don't forget this heart piece.
Ooh.
We're good.
Okay. Very nice bomb floor by Chex there. That's probably my least favorite room in the entire game. There's just so much dumb RNG that can just make you stay in that room forever. Nice balanced bomb jump coming up.
That was so close, Dow.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're fine.
So, Chex tapped into position. He does have sword beams here, so I hope he realizes that before he gets into the lineup room. Alright, wonderful.
Nice.
Yeah, so you don't usually have sword beams in the penguin lineup room. It takes getting a drop from a berry for you to be able to even have sword beams in that room. So I've seen a lot of runners just try to do the regular strat, which involves facing left, but then that disrupts your Pengator lineup. You end up losing time. Alright, so here's Cold Stare. This is the first boss that you can like use a significantly different strat in order to save a bit of time. And I wonder if Chex is going to use a different strat or if he's just going to go with the percent strat.
Yeah, we have half magic here, so we can just like fire all these little puffs into oblivion, but
yeah, so there is a strat that you can use, the fire rod, to kind of speed up the fight a little bit. Chex just going with what he knows, just kind of doing the same strat he does in any percent. I do have to say, just keeping the familiarity and the muscle memory between the two categories is really nice, especially in a race environment when you don't really want to have to worry about like what your next movements are.
keeping the comfy, consistent strats.
Yeah, rather than trying to switch to a speed strat that might end up ruining your muscle memory later. All right, here we go. Prage. Hopefully we get a safety fairy. Well, now it's not a safety fairy. Now we need it. Ooh, really clean double poke Cold Stare there by Dow. So double poke Cold Stare is faster than the single poke. Okay, Chex just resetting right away, not doing not going for the corners there. Okay, let's see. All right, wonderful. So
yeah, he had consumed all his fairies up until now, and he had gone for 4 of them, I think.
He ate 3 of them, and that was his 4th that he just caught.
Okay.
He's just a little peckish.
Needed a snack.
Now, don't forget the spec rock heart piece. Yeah, he failed to catch them. He didn't die anywhere. Just
Yeah. Yeah, please get the heart piece. No, Dao. The heart piece, buddy.
He'll get it after Spike.
Okay.
Because he has to come up here for Ether. Oh, sorry, I meant to give the flashing lights warning.
Oh, yeah, the Ether is like the worst.
Yeah, there's going to be some flashing lights right before when we're opening Misery Mire as well.
So do we get Bombos after Mire?
Yes, on the way to Swamp. Oh yeah, see that's one of the big benefits of taking the Fairy Revive is now you can do gamer strats in Mire Shed. There's a 2-frame window where you can start a dash and beat those fireballs, and Chex hit it. Alright, so we got the heart piece. Everything's fine.
Alright. Nothing can go wrong from here.
No. Nobody's ever lost a bunch of time.
Nope.
To weird movement stuff.
Never.
Just doing slow Mire too. I wonder if he read that. I wonder if he read that the BMOS was gonna shoot, so he just did the slow one to avoid the lag. Ooh. Yeah, so if you don't take the Fairy Revive for Spike Cave, you're coming out of there on 1 heart, and kudos to anybody who tries that 2-frame dash in 1 heart. Because if you miss it, your run's over. It's not like over. You can still save and continue and get back to the screen, but it's a significant time loss.
Yeah.
So important. Chex is not getting that magic refill that you normally need for this room. There's a bit of a debate whether it's worth it to get the magic decanter there, because you do have half magic, so technically you have enough magic for the entire dungeon on just half a bar. For me,
go ahead. No, I was gonna say you take so much damage doing Vidi that having the refill frames for the magic isn't such a big deal. So getting the decanter isn't such a huge thing.
Right.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah. Muscle memory normally just makes me get it anyway.
Fair. I do enjoy good muscle memory.
Oh, Chex doesn't do fast Mire too. Okay. And sweaty dash. Okay, we're fine. If there's one dash that you never want to bonk in this game, it's that one.
That one.
If you bonk there, you have to reset the whole room, go all the way around, reset the room, and do it again.
Yeah, I remember having to do that a couple of times when I was still getting gold and silvers for my any %, and it's just not fun at all.
Yeah. You have to reset the whole super tile, which requires going through the middle door, through the bridge room, back into the lobby room, and then back down to the bottom right door in the lobby room, just to be extremely precise about what you have to do. So Chex did not do a spark gamble. Unfortunately, Dow lost the spark gamble. Got blown backwards. Spark gamble still saves time as long as you don't get, like, super boosted backwards over, like, any backup strat.
I don't care how many hearts you have, going into the goo while you're shooting Viddy scares the bejeebies out of me. Chex, please.
It does make it a good bit faster. I think it's what, like 4 frames per arrow. So if you do the first 3 outside and then you do 5 inside, save 20 frames.
I'm not good enough for that. I'm just not on that level, and so nope. 20 frames is not worth it for me. But I guess I understand.
And those are the kind of determinations you need to make when you're speedrunning and when you're like feeling out what you like and what you don't like, right? So alright, let's see Dow's fight.
Very nice.
Cool. Good timing on the arrow shots too. Whatever you're thinking, why Chex is using V is it is because the bot instructed him to use the letter V.
Yes. So a couple of seasons ago in League, Fox determined that we just needed to use the bots to generate file names. Before then, your opponent could choose a file name for you, and unfortunately we had a couple of either not creative enough file names or some inappropriate file names. So
the inappropriate file names came after
the
change.
Okay, I was mistaken. But yeah, so anyway, we just have auto-generated file names now, and it just makes things a little easier all around. Because I, for one, was not good at coming up with clever file names for my opponents.
Yeah, I was never good at that either, and the whole shtick behind the file names is just like we've never had a problem with this, but it's just prevention to make sure that you're not using a pre-recorded run.
Yep, just an anti-cheating measure. Not that, like you said, we've never had a problem with that in League, so.
Yeah, but just quashing it before it becomes a problem is not a bad thing in my opinion.
Not at all. I do not hate that Fox made that decision at all. Okay, so after Swamp, we have one menu item left.
Yeah, so after Swamp we have another big shopping split. The shopping split and TR itself take about the same amount of time.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna go clean up everything in Hyrule that's not on Death Mountain before going into Turtle Rock.
So we'll get Ice Rod and the cape.
So Ice Rod is actually the last thing we get. before fluting up to Death Mountain. Basically, you get a few heart pieces so you get one in Lake Hylia, you get the bottle from the Man Under the Bridge. You use the big bomb to open the pyramid and get your gold sword and silver arrows, and then you hook over to get the cape. Then you get some heart pieces in the North Dark World. Bonk open the tree to get that heart piece, and then you flute down to get the ice rod, and then up to Death Mountain. And for anybody who was not following that, you'll get to see it on the screen on both sides here in about 4 minutes.
I would forget something. 100% I would forget something, and that would be my hundo run, because I would 100% just forget something. There's so many heart pieces that would be easy enough to just miss.
So you do get used to it a bit, but what you could do if you use auto splitting is you could just make a split for every single item, just so you don't forget to go for something. Or there's a new extension for Live Split that that can change your layout so that it shows you notes during your split.
Because I know a lot of runners will just, like, while they're learning the category, they'll have notes up, but
yeah, I have one note. I have one note up on does it work with FX Pack? I mean, it should. I think it takes data from Live Split. I don't think it cares what Live Split is connected to. But yeah, I usually have one note up on the side, and then during crystal cutscenes, I'll just read it. And this is a fairly long cutscene, which is good because I have a lot to read.
Right, so Chex has just enough money.
Chex didn't. Yeah, Chex has exactly enough money. Dao has a bit of a cushion.
Dao can accidentally buy the 10-pack of bombs and still be okay.
Yeah, or he can fail the trick and have to go back and buy another bomb without having to get more rupees.
I forget. These runners will be doing the bomb dupe. I never attempted to learn bomb dupe, but I'm sure it's easy enough to do with just timing.
Yeah, I think it's like a 12-frame window that you have to transition the screen to duplicate the bomb. So
Okay.
it's a lot more forgiving than most things in the game. But you do need to know, like, where that window stops and starts.
Oh, Chex just missing that one cycle. Stupid Bari.
Yeah, that Bari's a jerk.
Barry,
Like,
whatever you want to call him. Barry the Bari. I don't care. He's a jerk.
I just call them berries because they're red and blue, and they're round.
Oh, you're thinking like berries as in like raspberries.
Like fruit.
I'm
as in,
thinking
like, fruit, yeah.
See, I'm going berry versus Bari. Like berry, like cab driver. Yeah.
No, I like that we named all of them Barry though. That's cool.
So yeah, we are nearing the end. We still have a lot to collect. We've got, let's see, a lot of heart pieces left. And then the 2 items.
I think we have 6 heart pieces left. I might be slightly off though. Oh, I mean, I am definitely slightly off, but that's only because I speedrun video games for fun. Alright, so Chex is gonna do a really cool thing to take advantage of a game mechanic that is usually pretty detrimental, but he's gonna use it to his advantage here.
Oh, are we gonna bonk?
Yeah, so we're gonna take an intentional mirror bonk here, but
Nice.
we're gonna collect the heart piece right before the mirror bonk takes place. It eliminates human error frames, and it saves a good bit of time. I think I saw someone say it's like 2 seconds over just normally mirroring.
Now, didn't Telethar come up with a route where you're doing all of this with the big bomb?
Yes, and that route is cursed, and I don't believe that we will see it in races.
Okay. I will take your word for it.
I think it may be a bit until we see it in PB attempts.
Okay.
Even. Okay. So now, Check's gonna backtrack. Hopefully Dao hits. I can never hit this mirror bonk, but that's only because I never learned where the pixel is. Okay. Wonderful. Oh, okay, so Check's doing the walk variant for the bomb dupe. So he dropped the bomb in the door and then did a series of normalized movements, all while walking in order to hit the screen transition at the right time. That there is a faster bomb dupe strat, but it relies on you knowing where that window is where you should mirror with the bomb. So it's the walk and having the normalized movement definitely makes the trick a lot easier.
Also, making sure you don't accidentally click on the silver arrows twice at the waterfall ferry here, or the pyramid ferry. It's so easy to just be mashing through that text and all of a sudden you're throwing your bow back in and yeah, you just wasted a lot of time.
Yeah, so that's actually the reason that you do the sword first.
Oh no,
normally.
I thought he got that.
Yeah, I thought he did too. I guess not. Oh, did I calm curse him back in Swamp when I said he could mess it up?
Oh, I hope not.
Guess I'll take the blame for that.
Okay. We have it.
Yeah, so
okay.
So the other thing with the bomb dupe is if you accidentally transition on the wrong like outside of the window, you can actually just transition back and try again. You can just keep doing that transition forever until it works. Now, you do lose a significant amount of time because you're transitioning screens over and over again, but it's better than having to go farm rupees and go buy the bomb again. Yeah, so I always throw the sword in first for the Pyramid Fairy for exactly the reason that you said, so just so I don't accidentally put the arrows in twice.
Gotcha. While we're doing some cleanup here, shoutouts to Pops for doing the restream for us here on ZSR tonight. Sean and I wouldn't be talking about this race in our lovely voices without her. So thank you so much for doing that, Pops. And thank you, Sean, or Sliver, sorry, for joining me in the booth. I really appreciate having somebody to talk to while I'm here, especially since I don't know this run like hardly at all. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. Things are always better with friends. Thank you, Twin, for coming here, even though you... Have you run this category before?
Nope.
Or you... Okay. Well,
Never done a hundo run.
Even though you haven't done it before, you're asking the right questions at the right time. So,
hooray! I did something right.
Alright, so that's our last heart piece, or that's Chex's last heart piece. Dao's still, okay. I want to say 50 to 60 seconds behind, but we'll...
Wait a minute. It can't be his last heart piece because he's got the...
For this
Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. There's still the floating island one.
Yeah, and Mimic Cave is the last.
Oh, Mimic Cave. I always forget about.
Well, you get Mimic Cave first, but.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, we mirror bonked. Dang it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I saw where he was transitioning, and I saw that he was in the wrong spot. I do that every single time when I'm playing rando or basically anything that requires me to go to Graveyard Ledge without glitches.
Okay, so up here on Death Mountain, we have Turtle Rock to do, we have Mimic Cave, and we have the floating island. There's nothing in Hookshot Cave itself that we need.
There's nothing in the chests that are in Hookshot Cave. You just need to enter it to get to Floating Island.
Okay. What about Super Bunny Cave?
There's nothing in Super Bunny Cave. The only thing you could possibly need Super Bunny Cave for would be if you for some reason don't have enough magic to use Quake Gear.
Okay.
Which we almost saw the other night, but thankfully he did have the magic.
Oh. Jeez.
Alright. So Turtle Rock is going to be the front and back portions of Turtle Rock are going to be the same. Just after Pokies 2 is when you take your little trip for your heart piece and mirror shield.
Okay.
And one thing about Hundo that I really appreciate, or Link to the Past in general that I really appreciate, is that all of the heart pieces except for this one are outside of dungeons. So your dungeons between 100% and any percent are largely just going to be the same. So once I enter a dungeon, it can just be turn brain off. Yes, but you need to go through a dungeon to get to it. So you need to take a different path.
Changes the dungeon layout from any percent. Oh, you hush, Corey. All right, and where we have silvers, arrows aren't quite as important to have a lot of.
Yeah,
but you want to have 4 for Ganon, though.
You also want a few for the climb as well.
Okay.
Because you're going to be doing Lamo 2 with arrows, and there aren't really any super convenient places. Oh, you also need 6 for Ice Armos. Yeah, if you're on 9 there like Chex was, I probably pick up the arrows there.
Okay. Dao has 27 arrows. I do not think we will be seeing Dao pick up that high.
Yeah, I don't think I would get the arrows if I had 27, but I don't think I've ever had 27 arrows in this dungeon, so. Yeah, so for the GT climb, you're going to be relying a little bit more on the bow, because you want to reduce the amount of menus, and you're going to be on bow from Mimics 1. So, Rando's different because it's quick swap.
Yeah.
So every time we switch items in vanilla, it costs a second. So we want to minimize the amount of times that we do that.
Yeah, it's really hard to compare rando or vanilla preset to the vanilla game, the base game, just because there's a lot of differences. Even though it's technically the same game.
Well, no, it isn't.
It's
very different.
Yeah. I know what it means in my head. But yeah, it's really hard to compare the three different things. Oh yeah, we don't have to hit that switch.
Count. Yeah, if you're going outside, you don't hit the switch. In any percent, you never go outside, but in this category, you are. And you may see the streams are slowing down just a little bit. That's not Twitch being Twitch. That is Link to the Past. Struggling to keep up with the demands of having 18 hearts on the HUD. And like kicking up dust and stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of lag in this category just because of the sheer amount of things that you have on the screen at any given time.
Oh, you'll really notice it when we start firing the silver arrows with the sparkles. The silver arrows really lag the game a lot.
Yeah, so it's really important when you are using silver arrows to get as close to your target as possible, just so that arrow is just not on the screen for as long. Uh-oh. Well, Chex did not menu anything on that menu, which is unfortunate, but we just menu later. So you actually have a choice whether you menu to hookshot or bombs there.
Yeah, to either get the hook speed coming out of Turtle Rock or just be on bombs.
Yeah, so I may have just started a fight in chat.
It's personal preference, chat. It's okay. Calm down. All right, we have one heart piece and one item left.
Well, if you want to find out which strat is faster, you should probably time it yourself.
Ha! Take that, Fox. Yeah, Dao has made a really nice comeback, and has caught up to Chex quite a bit. Oh my goodness. Okay. We have half magic. We're fine. My brain was... It's been a long time. It's been an hour and 37 minutes, and we still have GT and Ganon to do.
Oh, remember earlier when you said I could never do hundo because I would forget something and then runs over?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's an item in GT if you didn't know that is required in hundo. You must get the red mail in order to complete the game. And you can probably guess why my GT split is named red mail in all caps.
Yeah. It's so you don't forget, and it's so easy, especially if you run that any % category, to just mirror out after you pick up those arrows after Ice Armos. I can 100% guarantee that I would forget. And just... yeah. Just
Who has
mirror.
other splits named RNG? I don't remember, but somebody does.
Yeah. That seems like a very Fox thing.
It does seem like a very Fox thing.
There's no rando room in any % either, though, Palpatine.
Yeah, there's no we don't visit rando room in not rando, as you may know from the name.
There's a surprising number of rooms in this game that we just ignore completely, even in hundo.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly how many chests we open in hundo, but it's not all of them. I think it's like 120 something out of 216.
Yeah. Well, see, we see the front part of Hype Cave.
Yeah, we get the first check in Hype Cave. Okay, yeah, this okay. Chex is doing the cool strat that I really like for Ice Armos.
The swaggy one.
Yeah, so you oh, it's 108. Okay, I thought it was 120 or something. Okay, so even less than I thought.
Okay, and we are not forgetting red mail.
We are, yeah. The real final boss of GT. Remembering red mail. Alright, wonderful. Now we can just play the video game. We don't have to go out of our way for ugly armor. Oh, unfortunate.
Oh, he hit both.
Yeah, he hit both switches.
Yeah. Red boom is the worst boom. You will never change my mind.
No, are we counting all the chess games?
No.
No, we're counting chess game as one check for this purpose.
Okay, so Chex has 4 arrows to play with here. Except he needs 3 for land mode.
He needs 3 for land mode. There is a 5 refill after land mode. There's also a 5 refill in G2. So he can still shoot and not have to worry about things. Dao, on the other hand, needs to dump some bomb. Well, he doesn't need to, I guess. You can menu perfectly fine with bombs in the thing. Oh, but he will dump some bombs. Uh-oh.
A lot of runners like dumping bombs.
Okay. I wasn't 100% sure that would hit, because he did clip the bomb into the wall a bit, but did indeed hit the...
Woo!
floor.
That was a nice Ice Armos fight there, too. I love it when you get the slidey strats mixed with, like, the sniping, and it just... mwah. It's beautiful.
Okay. That's an interesting setup for Lambo 2, doing it in the middle of the room. I'm a coward. I just stick to the right side, do the bonk from there, and then bait the shooter with some nice normalized movement.
You're not a coward. That's the comfy way to do it.
I don't even think it loses time, honestly.
Comfy, not coward.
It's just a different way.
Yes, just different. Don't call yourself a coward. Be nice. Oh. It's a free menu to the item that you need next. I hope you can't hear my kid outside just yammering away about who knows what to my husband.
Hear anything?
Good. Oh, okay. No hover? Come on, Chex.
I don't think Chex likes hovering.
I don't think anybody likes hovering.
Oh, there are some unhinged people that actually like hovering.
Okay. Oh, please. Okay, thank you.
Can you hover in NMG? Yes, you absolutely can. Hovering is not a major glitch.
Nope. In fact, I don't know if the current world record hovers in pod, but I know second place does. In any percent. Sorry.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
The current any percent world record uses pod hover route. Alright. I get a crash of the bat. Chex is cheating by splitting on bat crash.
Effectively the wrong way to split that split.
And just using tempered strats on Ganon here. I like doing that personally. So you actually need half of the normal required number of hits with Gold Sword versus Tempered Sword in the first two phases, but I always like just doing Tempered Sword strats with Gold Sword, just because you're on a timer anyway. So it's get a nice little practice during your speed run. That was a little too close to Ganon sitting on his head.
I was watching Dao get bopped by Moldorm.
And do not get a blue Ganon, unfortunately. So a little bit of time lost there, but... Oh, and a perfect triple setup here. 1, 2, and 3. That is an exploding pig. I believe he's far down enough that we don't need to worry about bridge falls. Get your GGs in chat for Chex.
That fight with Silvers is deceptively difficult to do fast. In my opinion.
Yeah, I can't remember when I properly learned the Silvers fight, but I play a lot of Rando, and you do the Silvers fight a lot in Rando, so I just kind of got used to it at a certain point. All right, and we'll watch Dao take down the big pig as well.
Dao is also a filthy bat crash splitter. Tisk tisk.
We all make mistakes sometimes. Oh. Well, a couple of whiffs on the dashes there, but as I said before, it doesn't really matter because you have Gold Sword, so you're gonna advance the phase. It's just...
Yeah.
also not a blue Ganon. We're getting Torch Glitch here, which some people like. I'm not really a big fan of Torch Glitch in the Silvers fight. All right, and that is another exploding pig. Get your GGs in chat for Dao, who is a little over 2.5 minutes behind Chex here. Maybe a little under. All right, and we have finishes on both sides, which is the most important part because that means that Ganon doesn't win.
Yes.
We will reach out to the runners, see if they want to talk about the run a little bit. Long run, so runners probably need to stretch a little bit, but we will get them in here as soon as possible.
Hey guys, GG. Yeah, Dao says no, no for him. Haven't heard from Chex, so we'll wait a little bit longer. I learned a lot from your commentary. Good job, you guys.
Thank you, Pops.
You see, Chex's timer has 16 out of 16 runs completed, so it's perfect streak continues.
Let's go.
With a 7.8 second gold in Agatu.
I think that's the GT split.
Oh, GT split. Well, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
But that's nice.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
Chex is coming for interview.
Okay, thank you. Looks like what, 6'2", like a 647 or something.
That'd be
747, which so the ledge heart piece takes about 38 seconds. So yeah, 742 is pretty good time. Oh no.
I hate to leave you alone in the race or in the commentary booth, but my husband has to get in the bedroom to get ready for work, so I've got to go.
That's all right.
But again, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you again to Pops for putting it on. Huge shout out to the runners for letting us restream it. And yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, good night.
Thanks for doing comps. Good night, Twin.
Again, thank you so much for joining.
And we have replaced Twin with Chexhuman. GG.
GG.
Twin also passes along a GG. She had to go, but yeah. I guess talk about what happened. You were pretty far into the green, up through Aga 1, so you were gaming pretty hard.
Sure, yeah. Yeah. My PB has some chaos in Hera. I don't really remember what it was. So, yeah, it's nice to be ahead at that point. Yeah, it seemed like an average run thereafter.
Yeah, I mean, dig game was pretty mean. I think you had 4 or 5. But
Or I believe.
Yeah. So.
And maybe the last dig that I could get on the 4th, I was relieved.
I wasn't really watching the timer. I was kind of switching between the two because Dao actually got the dig game done before you did, but he got hacked by the chess game afterwards.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's a pretty funny back and forth.
Yeah, I see you have 16 completions out of 16 attempts, so I like that. I like that you're following the 100% motif.
Yeah. You got it. We've completed 100% of our runs. Yeah, that took me a sec, but I got it.
Yeah. So yeah, was there anything that stood out? I saw you got a GT gold, and I think from quick math, it's a pretty good split.
Yeah, GT stood out. I need to look at a couple of things, but yeah, it was mostly done right. And I got the FSG frame rule yesterday, but couldn't repeat it today. And
that was when you dashed headlong into the fire snake in the fire snake room.
Yeah, exactly. Spike skip was a good feeling. I've done that 2 days in a row, so that's new.
Nice.
So yeah, that was fine. Getting that 3 cycle on agate too was pretty good for me. So that went well as well. So that pretty much rounds it out.
Yeah, it always feels good to have a solid GT split, just because it's the last one before the big boss. It's the last one that is really super technically demanding. So it's always nice to close out strong.
Yeah.
So how much Hundo have you run? How much Hundo NMG, I guess, have you run before this?
About 12 of my runs or so. Maybe 10 of my runs. So okay. That's about it. And I don't think I've had very good RNG ever. I think early on, and maybe when I wasn't playing very well, I've had better RNG than my PB has, but certainly a PB is possible in this league. I just need the good RNG and to play well.
And how did you find that racing Hundo is much different than just playing it on your own?
Not that much different, but it's enjoyable, and I really appreciate the commentary. That keeps me going. And yeah, casual races are fun too. But at the same time, I just need to keep my head in the game so I don't walk away from a hard piece. So
any other thoughts on the run or league or anything?
It's fun to race Dao. I'm glad to see he's racing again. I think that 100% League is just for fun, and we'll see how it goes. It's gonna be like not very easy to like keep track of races and like what the RNG differences will be and stuff like that, so I'm not gonna pay too much attention. It's just gonna be for fun.
Yeah, I believe Fox said he has some architecture in place to keep track of stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see if he does collect and publish the data, what all the RNGs end up being. But yeah, GG again, and I will hand it off to Popsicle Sticks to take us out.
Thanks. Yeah, I have a raid target for us. So I'll go. Just let me know that Spleeby and Darkened Sky are playing Hundo, but it's one mind. So that's where we're going. Okay, it won't let me raid, so I'll just post the link to the stream. Oh, is he not accepting raids, maybe?
Accept raids.
Yeah, it's not working. So, here, I'll just post the link.
Yeah, Twitch changed the way that people are allowed to do raids, so it's probably just a ZSR thing that they need to let you do.
So, yeah, that's where, if you're interested, more hundo, except for control of link changes every second. So that's all for tonight. Thanks for watching. Congrats again on your win, Chex, and thank you for comps. Goodbye.
Alright, good night.